Hello, good morning, class.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. I can see just 3 or 4 of you. What's happening? Is it that you're waiting for me to come late or join the link? Just 4 of you. It's just 4 of you. Just 4 of you that are here. So what's happening to the rest? I want to hear from you, Odo.
Yes, morning, sir.
Good morning. What's happening to the rest?
I don't actually know. The course rep has reminded everybody, posted this thing on the group for us to join. I believe they will join soon.
Okay. Just by way of information, let me let you guys know that we are spending 30 minutes only this morning. I have a master's class, MSc class. So I will join them by 10:30. And tomorrow too, maybe throughout today, I'll be with them, and tomorrow. But tomorrow by say 1 o'clock, I will do with you guys, and then we'll finish on Friday. That's okay.
Okay, sir.
So when they come around, you should be able to let them know.
Abitu, mute your mic.
So I think we can start, isn't it? Instead of waiting for them. Since I'll be providing the material for you guys. So there will be no reason to wait for them. When they come, we can proceed. Isn't it?
It's okay, sir.
Japhet,
Yes,
Abito, Stella, who again? Joseph Odu, Aheme.
Yes.
Always the
Good morning,
regular.
sir.
Good morning. How are you? Elizabeth
Fine, sir.
just joined. She came late today. Elizabeth, you came late today. That is unlike you.
I'm so sorry. Good morning, everyone.
It's no problem. You were thinking that I'll come late, so I caught you guys unaware.
Yes, sir.
Because the first 2 days I was always coming late, and you thought that I'll come late today. So I have shocked you guys. I've surprised you guys. I was here since 9 o'clock trying to do some things. So
Wow.
nobody will go and say that. Yes. Japhet, Doga, Bito, or Hene, Dosu, Aheme. Okay.
yes, sir.
These are the regulars.
Good morning,
Every
sir.
time. Okay, we are 8 now. Good morning. Who is greeting?
Is
Is
Ahmed?
it Oheme? Is it Ohene?
Ahmed.
Aheme.
Aheme, no.
Aheme.
Yes, sir.
It's different from Aheme. Is it different from Aheme?
It's Ahmed.
Or that is the pronunciation?
Yes, Ahmed.
Aheme.
Yes.
Okay. We actually have one Ahmed, but we used to call him Aheme. He has never corrected us.
It's
So
Ahmed.
today we know the correct Aheme.
Yes.
Okay.
No, sir, it can be Aheme and Ahemen.
Okay. But it's still the same pronunciation, right? The same spelling.
It's just pronunciation. Yes. The two Ahemes we have in school
The
here
one I know is
are
Aheme. Yes.
UK and the
Good.
Dean, animal science.
Okay, okay. Let me not go and call them Aheme, and they will say, oh, Charlie, when did you change our name? And then thank you for that information. To root,
All right, sir.
to root, Bana is here.
Hello, good morning,
I think
sir.
I've called Stella.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning, class.
Ohena,
Sir,
welcome.
thank you, sir.
You are welcome on board. Okay, we're already 10. I think we can start, isn't it?
Yes, sir, you can start.
Let me see how I can share our screen.
Good morning,
We
sir.
can start, isn't it? The
Yes,
rest
sir.
can
Yes,
join
sir.
us later. Okay. So like I said, I'll do just 30 minutes or thereabouts, and then we can proceed. Yesterday, we briefly touched on social standard in sustainable development, and we touched on equity, justice, and inclusivity. And we went further to look at some of the sustainable development goals and social standard, and we highlight about 4 or 5 of them. The 17 SDG, 1, 4, and we relate them to portray our facts that what we are doing about the sustainable social standard is in order. And then, okay, 5 and 10. And then we also look at the implementation of social standards for sustainable development. How will these social standards, key components that we always rely on, equity, justice, and inclusivity. I'll look at how this or those could be implemented. And we talked about policy regulation. Another policy regulation, talk about legislation, international agreements. We talk about corporate responsibility. Under corporate responsibility, we talk about some sustainable reporting. And we also talk about community engagement. We also look at the challenges of implementing these social standards components in sustainable development, and we concluded, as you have seen. So today, we'll be looking at strategies for sustainable development and poverty reduction. And under this, we'll be talking about social strategies, economic strategy, environmental strategy, as well as policy and governance. So as well as international as well as we also look at the implementation mechanism. So let us look at briefly on social strategies for sustainable development. We highlighted them earlier. during our discussion, but we're discussing them in details. Education and skills development is one of the CSU strategies. We need to invest in educational and vocational training to improve employability and income generating capacities. Health and nutrition. We need to enhance access to healthcare service and nutrition to improve overall well-being and productivity, as well as social protection. We also talked of these things yesterday, social nights, but we are looking at them as a way of strategy this time around. I know what's happening with my cursor. Not just moving the way I want. Okay, that's fine. So we talk of social protection system, establish safety nets such as unemployment insurance or benefits, as we have said, pensions and food security to protect vulnerable populations. Also, some of the other strategy has to do with environmental sustainable agriculture, implement practices that increase agricultural productivity while preserving environmental health. Renewable energy, we need to invest in renewable energy sources to provide affordable, clean energy and create jobs, promotes efficient use of natural resource and reduce waste through recycling and management. I'm sure you are familiar with some of these things. Sustainable agriculture, when we are talking of sustainable agriculture or sustainability, as it says, is to use our agricultural inputs, land, labor, and capital, or all the resources of land in such a way that they are available for today, tomorrow, and future generation. And when we talk of that aspect, we're looking at ensuring that our land is not degraded so much that tomorrow we cannot use it. You know, when you cultivate your land, say, or using the same portion of land for a very long time, we are degrading the soil. And carrying out practices like using tractors instead of manual reaping and all of that always lead to destroying the land and making the land compact. Using of chemicals, insecticides instead of organic manure will also make our land to be degraded and not sustainable. In terms of renewable energy, we are talking of things that you can invest on and also use them later instead of using, for instance, like we're saying, they are all related. Instead of using a source of energy like fuel, we can use, in terms of fuel, you know, we can, instead of using fuel for farm operations and all of that, can go for cleaner energy. I think, what are we using now? I think it's diesel or something instead of petrol and all of that. You can use that resource management to promote efficient use of natural resources and reduce waste through recycling and sustainable consumption. So we can use resources that can promote natural resources. We should not cut down our trees. And also waste, we try to reduce waste by ensuring that waste that can be recycled, things that we can use like papers, instead of using them and burning them, we can also, are you with me? Are we together?
Yes,
Hello,
sir.
class.
We are with you, sir.
Okay, we're
with you,
together. I
sir.
can see this. Okay, you can see the. Thank you. Thank you. So
Yes, we can see the slide, sir.
It's okay. It's okay. So we talk about strategies. We are talking on strategies for sustainable development, and these are some of the environmental strategies that we may consider. And in terms of economic strategy, we need to do inclusive economic growth, promote policies that ensure broad-based economic participation, particularly for marginalized groups. Job creation, we need to develop sectors that have employment potential, such as renewable energy, agriculture, and services. Microfinance, you all need to know this, provide access to financial services for the poor to support entrepreneurship and economic activities. They are very important strategies. Once we're able to do that, we are on our way on the path of sustainable growth and development. The economic, we have talked about economic strategy. So let's look at implementation mechanism. We also discussed partly these things yesterday. So I'm just running over them again. Effective governance, strengthening institutions to ensure transparent, accountable and participatory decision-making process. Policy coherence and policies should align with national policies with sustainable development goals and ensure sectoral coordination. So in terms of this policy coherence, you know that governments, usually their policies are inconsistent. They will say one thing today and change tomorrow. But for us to implement our strategies for sustainable development, there should be policy coherence in terms of, let's say, the government intends, intends to increase food production, and the government that has banned or said that trees should not be felled. You see them entering the same bush, our bush and everything. The same government that said we should enhance that the land is not ready to use heavy contractors compacting the soil and causing degradation to the land. And the same government that is supposed to provide, protect the environment, we go in and falling our trees, like I've said before. So these things are sometimes policy. We need the policy to be coherent. You say this, it should be, and it should align the policy in one sector to align with the policy in another sector to enhance that we move forward. So international cooperation, global partnerships, we need to collaborate with the international organization, government, and NGOs to leverage resources and knowledge. Trade and investment, we need to promote fair trade practices and responsible investments that benefit developing countries. So community engagement, like we were saying yesterday, we involve local communities in planning and implementation, development projects to ensure
Mute your
the
microphone.
needs are sustainable. Yes, thank you for telling her or him. Then we need the participatory approaches, encourage community participation in decision-making process to foster ownership and accountability. And we need to do monitoring and evaluation when we are doing implementation. Poverty indicators, we should track metrics such as income level, access to education, healthcare, and employment rates. And the same thing, sustainable indicators that measure environmental impact, resource usage, and carbon footprint should all be looked into to see whether these things are being handled the way it ought to be. And we should also ensure feedback mechanism, continuous improvement, use monitoring data to adjust policies and programs, ensure they are effective and responsible to changing conditions. Stakeholders' feedback is also important. Need to incorporate input from beneficiaries and stakeholders as part of monitoring and evaluation procedure to refine strategies and improve outcome. Based on the strategies for sustainable development, our implementation plan, and as well as monitoring evaluation process, as part of what we have discussed this morning, we are concluding that the process of sustainable development and poverty reduction requires an integrated approach that balances economic, environmental, and social objectives. Like I said yesterday, these are the things I'm interested in your exams. I don't need to ask you what is monitoring and evaluation and sustainable development. I will just ask you the process of sustainable development that probably requires an integrated approach that balances economic, environmental, and social objectives. I've given you such a question. You should be able to talk of all the strategies that are involved, which I have highlighted, that borders on economic, environmental, and social objective by promoting inclusive growth, protecting the environment, and ensuring social inclusion. Sustainable development aims to create a world where all people can live in dignity and prosperity. Effective governance, international cooperation, community engagement, and robust monitoring and evaluation system are essential components of this process. Through coordinated efforts and commitment to sustainability, it is possible to achieve meaningful progress in reducing poverty and promoting development. So now we will look at criteria for performance standards for sustainable development. The criteria and performance standard for sustainable development provide. Okay, let me not forget that very fast. Let me pause here and ask you for questions, comments, and contribution before we go into these criteria for sustainable development. Are we together?
Yes, sir. We are together,
Hello?
sir.
Hi.
Yes, sir.
Any contribution? Any contribution questions based on the strategies for sustainable development and the implementation plans and all of that we have discussed? There is none. There is no contribution, no comments. I assume that you followed very well, so we need to proceed. So we are now on criteria and performance standards for sustainable development. Criteria and performance standards for sustainable development provide a framework to guide actions, measure progress, and ensure accountability. These standards help organizations, governments, and communities align their activities with sustainable development goals. Just as we mentioned before, below are the key criteria and performance standards commonly used to evaluate sustainable development. It seems we have covered these two before, briefly in terms of inclusive economic growth. And when we talk of inclusive economic growth, we're talking of sustainable and inclusive GDP growth. On aggregate, economy is measured in terms of the GDP, and as well as employment rates, high employment rates, particularly in sectors that promote sustainable, as well as income distribution, reduction in income inequality, measured by the metrics such as Gini coefficient and all of that will help us to measure performance standards for sustainable development. So that is what has been highlighted: inclusive economic growth, when we are talking of increasing economic growth, of the GDP, employment rates, and income distribution. The next component of economic criteria and performance standards is a financial inclusion. Access to finance, percentage of population with access to banking services and microfinances should increase, and all of that for us to gauge the performance standard. Economic opportunities, availability and access to economic opportunities for entrepreneurship and business development, especially for marginalized groups. That is under the financial inclusion, as you can see. We are done with the economic criteria and performance standards. We look at the resource environmental criteria and performance standards. We've talked a lot about the environment. And when we talk about the environment, we're interested in resource efficiency, energy consumption, use of renewable energy sources, and reduction in fossil fuel dependency. I've talked about that. Instead of using fuel, you can use other safety measures as a means of energy consumption. And that is why the federal government is talking about diesel fuel, because it is less harmful to the environment. Water usage, efficient water usage, and implementation of water-saving technologies. So when you are using your water, just know that even though water is available, we need to manage it very well. It should not be contaminated, so that it can be used for future use. Reduction in waste production and increase in recycling, like we have said, and composting the waste we use will also help us to move forward. So in terms of environmental, we have talked about environmental criteria, resource efficiency, and then the other one is biodiversity and ecosystem. When we talk of biodiversities and ecosystem, we know what it's talking about. It's the plants and animal environment and leaves that are available in soil for enhancing food production and all of that. So when we talk about biodiversity, we talk of protected areas, percentage of land and marine areas protected for their biodiversity, species protection, programs and policies aimed at protecting endangered species. You know, we as human beings, we go hunting, especially in this our area, we go into hunting for animals, rabbits, rats, and all animals. They are to be protected to ensure that the activities that's carried out of the soil enhance soil nutrients and to a large extent, very large extent, food production. You destroy those animals thinking that you are eating them, you enjoy them. They're also destroying the environment. Because, for instance, rabbits and all these rodents helps to burrow the exercise by through burrowing and all of that. The activities helps to mix the soil nutrients uniformly. You know, they dig a lot. As they are digging, they are bringing some nutrients to here. They are digging from here to here. They mix what is it called, the soil for us. But we don't know. We are interested in consuming them. So, but environmentally, it is not supposed to be so. They should be allowed to stay in their ecosystem, and also consumption or destroying certain plants that are beneficial. So an issue. Habitat restoration initiative for restoring degraded ecosystem and habitats are some of the environmental criteria for performance standard. Also, we look at climate action. Climate action is talking about carbon emission reduction in greenhouse gases and adherence to international climate agreement, climate resilience, implementation of strategies to increase resilience to climate change impact, such as floods, defenses, and drought-resistant agriculture. Some are, okay, that is a climate action. Sorry, social, yeah. Social poverty alleviation. Sorry, I'm missing things. So let's go by climate action. We also talk of social inclusion and equity. We have talked about that a lot. Enrollment rates in primary, secondary school, and tertiary. Healthcare access, availability, quality of health services, gender equality, gender parity in education, employment, and political representations. I think we can stop here for today so that I can join the MSc class and continue with them. That will be all for 703 today and tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll try and use 1 to 2. I'll use 10 to 12 with the master's class. And then I use 1 hour, either we'll discuss it if you prefer 12 to 1 or 1 to 2. We use 1 hour tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday, isn't it? And then on Friday, time might not be enough. We may extend, we might need another lecture, but we do our best to finish on Friday. Thank you very much. I guess there's no comment. So you have a nice day. Permit me to join the MSc class. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Congrats.
sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks. And you
Have a
too.
nice day, sir.
Cost rep, please try and interact so I can give you the slides.
Yes, sir.
I'll send it to your personal WhatsApp. I'll send it to your personal WhatsApp so that you can read ahead. Our next classes will be very fast. We don't have time.
Okay, sir.
So yes, so we'll leave it here and proceed later. Yeah. Take care. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
A
Have a nice
blessed
day,
day,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
All right.
So take care and all the best.
Please, class members, remain on the platform. Course rep, good morning.
Morning, Mr. Jaffet.
Good morning.
Yes,
Good morning,
Yes.
Mr. Jaffet. Good morning.
morning, Amos, morning, Ahmed, morning, Dondo, morning, Abito, morning, Florence, morning, morning, all.
Morning.
Good
morning, everybody,
Morning.
Yes. And what I am going to say we should remain on the platform is related to our group assignment. Obu. Huh? Hello, good morning. Once again. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Good morning.
About this group assignment, the course rep privately, she mandated me to do a work for us. And I solicit that members of this group leave, as we can see, we have many here. If you know other members of this group that are here to be added, as she requested earlier, add them. So as confirming the names that will be released to me and names of active participants of this class, we know how to group the class for the assignment. because somebody may apply and the person may not register or may register but is not participating. How would that person participate in an assignment? So that is my request. Thank you. Okay. Nami Joseph, your hand is up.
Yeah, thank you so much, class rep. Good morning, everyone connected. I was added a night before, and I attended the lecture for the first time yesterday. I didn't stay all through because I had an emergency. So just feel this is an opportunity for me to make known that I just joined the group, and so that I can be carried in every other activities of the group, and if possible get materials of the previous lecture that would have had. Thank you so much.
I think you were the one that made a request for the course rep to send you slides of the previous lecture, and she agreed.
No, I'm not the one.
Okay, talk.
This is my first time of speaking.
They'll be sent to you. I think either from me or her.
Okay, so
thank you.
Mommy, you are welcome to the class. Please, are you on the student WhatsApp group? I'm talking
Yes, I am. And yes, I am. That's where I got the link to join the lecture. I was added
Okay. I'm going to forward the slides of our previous lectures to you. So you are going to send me a message directly so that we know. But then,
okay.
Hello.
Okay.
Mr. Jaffet.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. can carry on concerning things. Because have registered, but they are not in the class. That is more reason why you should go to this.
Okay. Yeah. The list we get from the HOD will enable us add them with our current WhatsApp numbers, maybe. So as the class ends, hello?
Okay, I'll just drop my WhatsApp number here.
It's okay. And did you know any other person who is here to join the school? Nami?
No, not at all.
Okay, don't worry. I will meet with the HOD today and then get the class list with their WhatsApp numbers so as to enable us add every person on this platform, on the class platform. So in absence of any other thing, I think the course rep has the floor. So she can join the meeting. Course rep, over to you. Is there any other information we need to know?
I have a complaint.
Okay.
The slide, the link the ICT personnel sent to the group, the one that has the audio and video recordings of our previous lectures. I observed that it's just one of the links that is clickable. The rest is not. I don't know whether we are supposed to copy the link and paste it to our browser to be able to download it. I don't know. So maybe we should reach out to maybe course rep will help us and reach out to him and find out what we are supposed to do.
Okay. I think I cite what they say. You should copy every lecture link for every lecture.
No, it's not that one.
Okay.
It's not that one I'm talking about. I'm talking about the. Can you hear me?
Yes, let her talk now.
Okay, I'm talking about the link to the previous lecture. You know, the ICT guy in our group, he sent a link that contained videos and audio recordings of the previous lecture, the one we did last week on social theories. So is that particular one I'm talking about?
Okay, let me answer you. Hello?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
The link he sent, every day of the lecture, the video of the lecture or the audio is containing in that link. Once you click the link, it's a passcode to every of the day that you are wanting to listen to. But then if you listen to what this what this current facilitator said there is no need for that, because
there's no need.
if you are in the class, the slides, then there is no need overloading your phone with those audios and videos of the classes. That was what the president said. But if you have a need for it, inside the link, there is a passcode before you will be able to open the link. You have to log in the passcode properly. If not, you won't have access to the video or the audio you are looking for.
Okay, so my complaint is that the link is not clickable.
Okay, there is one there that is opened. That one has blue ink.
Okay.
But I'm going to table the report to him anyways. But if you are in the class and you have the slide downloaded on your phone, I would like to say you don't need the audio or the video, because it's actually what we were doing in the class that was being recorded. So just ahead of us, in order not to overlook your phone or your devices that you are using, I would like us to, can I use the word that one, so that we will get one slide in our phone to read.
Okay. All right.
Yes, okay, to your hand is still up.
No.
Okay. Nanyi Joseph, your hand is still up.
Okay, sorry, let me drop the hand. I didn't know that. Please.
When I contact the HOD, whatever he says, I'll relate it to the course rep to disseminate the information to the class.
All right.
All right now. So thank you. Do have a nice day.
And you too.
Right.
So much.
I believe you are returning by 1.
Huh?
I believe we are returning by 1.
Okay, we are rejoining by 1, but I'm going for inaugural lecture. Let's see. We'll rejoin by 1.
Okay.
Okay. The facilitator said that is all for today. I guess so.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, that was the statement.
Yeah, hello?
But if the link is dropped, we'll try logging in, zooming in, and see if the class is on. That is all.
Hello? Yeah, what time? By what time?
By 1, check if the link for
by 1, Abi?
class is dropped.
By
Otherwise,
1.
the lecturer says, the lecturer says that is all for today.
But I don't think it might come back. I don't think it might come back.
But I am just saying for it, a link is dropped.
Okay, that is a good idea. That is a good idea. That is good.
That's all.
Okay, now talking then now.
So thank you so much.
I thought you wrote it on a piece of paper. Then you should come back.
No, when I get it, I said I will get back to the course rep.
whatever he said, please, I'm going to inform us on the WhatsApp group. So we can all leave this group now, for now. But from what he said, tomorrow is going to be with us from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. That was what he said. Today, there is no
and
anymore.
tomorrow is public holiday. That's what I wanted to remind him. But he's free to come to his office at any time. Okay, that's tomorrow, Abby. It's all right.
Let's not get ourselves confused. Whatever he said, I'm going to send it to our WhatsApp group so we can follow up. We can exit the class.
Okay,
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you so much.